Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we're going to be discussing another important thing that was announced for Ninjago at San Diego Comic-Con this past weekend, and that of course revolves around Ninjago Crystalized and the character of Harumi. I just want to give my quick thoughts as to what was said about Harumi at Comic-Con and maybe dive into what the storyline could look like regarding her character in Crystalized Part 2. Gonna be a pretty straightforward and pretty easy video today, so hopefully you guys don't mind that. Now, in terms of what the news is regarding Harumi and Ninjago Crystalized, at the panel the following was mentioned. Harumi will have a very large role in Ninjago Crystalized, being one of the major parts of the actual finale of the entire season. Again, that's not exactly what was mentioned word for word, but paraphrased, that's about what it comes to. When I first heard this news, I was pretty energetic, but also a little bit skeptical. I think Harumi is a fine character with a lot of layers to her, but at the same time, I'm curious to see how she will impact the final battle. The first thing that I thought of was that maybe it's finally time for Harumi's redemption, which has kind of been a long time coming at this point. We saw hints of it during her final moments in Ninjago Hunted, when she rescued a family from suffering a similar fate to her, right before she was crushed by a falling building, presumably killing her. But of course, now we know in Ninjago Crystallized she is back, and like I said, we saw the start of that redemption during Ninjago Hunted. I don't think that's enough to completely forgive Harumi for all of her crimes or anything like that, but I thought it was the start of something brand new, maybe the beginning of her traveling the path of good. And I believe we will see that redemption even more as Ninjago Crystallized Part 2 continues to proceed. That does raise an interesting question though. If the final battle of Ninjago Crystallized will redeem Harumi fully, then why is she evil during Ninjago Crystallized so far, or at least from what we've seen? I believe this could be due to a couple of reasons. For one, during her final moments in Ninjago Hunted, maybe Harumi was indeed killed by that building, but was revived by the Overlord or some other type of evil source, only revived to join the side of evil. In a similar way to how Garmadon was resurrected, but only the evil parts came back. Maybe Harumi had something similar happen. Another explanation as to why Harumi could be evil in Ninjago Crystallized is possibly brainwashing. Maybe she was simply corrupted by the Overlord after she was either resurrected or saved following the building collapsing on her face. That may also explain as to why Ninjago Crystallized is giving Harumi purple eyes. Maybe those purple eyes signify her possession, or maybe her brainwashing in some way, shape, or form. Either way, I believe the real Harumi is still down there somewhere, just waiting to be released. Maybe she'll end up saving Lloyd or another important character during the final battle from the Overlord, and perhaps teaming up with that character to defeat the Overlord in some way, fighting back against her possession and saving Ninjago in the process, joining the side of good, so to speak. If you wanted a comparison to another property that did something similar, the first thing that came to mind was Beast Wars Transformers, where towards the end of the series, Dinobot 2, who was a clone of the original Dinobot, actually redeemed himself in a similar manner to what I just suggested for Harumi. Maybe they could do something similar where Harumi's original personality finally returns to her body, and she uses that newfound enlightenment to help out during the final battle, playing a large role in the finale like was mentioned during Comic-Con. I think that could personally work. I feel like Harumi's redemption is very much guaranteed in Ninjago Crystallized. Obviously the Ninjago staff has something planned for her, and maybe it's finally time to have her get redeemed as an actual character. But ultimately, if she's going to be playing a larger role during the finale of Ninjago Crystallized, I do believe that will be the start of her redemption, finally following Ninjago Hunted. And I'm personally okay with that. I know there's a lot of people out there in the Ninjago community that don't like Harumi and think that she can't be redeemed, but we already saw the start of that during Ninjago Hunted, so who's to say they can't just take it a step further? I mean, if other villains have been redeemed in Ninjago's past, especially Garmadon, who's done multiple, countless, horrible things, why can't Harumi be redeemed? And I believe during the finale of the entire season, that redemption will start to shine through, much like it did during Ninjago Hunted. Hopefully she doesn't get crushed by a building. That would be appreciated. But of course, with that being said, guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here today. I just wanted to talk for a little bit about what was said at Comic-Con regarding Harumi and how she might play a large role during the final battle. I am very much looking forward to seeing what all that entails, and leave a comment down below discussing what you think the final battle of Ninjago Crystallized should be all about, especially if Harumi is going to be a big part of it. Leave all your thoughts down below in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here today. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again in the next video. Peace.